since the school's inception, one of the things that I think's been a hallmark of a St. Tim's education has always been to bring out the very best version of yourself. I think that's something that has always been very special about this place, that it's always wanted to help every girl reach their full potential. As our girls go out into the world, the need for that is more important than ever before because they face a challenging world of changes by the day. Many of the jobs that they're going to be called upon have not even been discovered. So one of the fundamental questions for educators today is how do we prepare students for a future that we cannot even predict?
We are preparing our girls for anything that may come their way in terms of jobs, in terms of economy, and in terms of global culture. We encourage the students to question what they're learning.
In English, we have debates. In history, we have debates. It's very important to St. Timothy's that nobody is hiding in the classroom, that we're all a part of each discussion.
Each class relates to each other. Something that we're learning in English will apply to stuff that we're learning in history, and something that we're learning in physics will also apply to something that we're learning in math.
We are an international baccalaureate world school. We offer the mid-year programs in grades 9 and 10, which prepare students for the IB programs in grades 11 and 12. We believe the IB programs are the best preparation for college nowadays, better than the AP, better than anything else we've seen. So it integrates learning across subject areas and connects them to the world outside. This combination of rigorous academic preparation and emphasis on service learning and principled leadership makes the IB program strong, sound preparation for colleges.
When I first came here, one of my roommates was from Nigeria and another was from China and another from New Jersey.
Since I came to St. Timothy's School, I learned how to understand others' culture. I think it's a great opportunity to live with girls who came from all around the world. When I was in Korea, I wasn't that comfortable asking questions during class. I have to meet teacher after class, like extra help time. But in America, a lot of students ask questions. I learned that asking questions is another way to learn.
I think Miss Sally and Miss Polly would be very impressed if they were able to come back and see this place today, because what they had in mind when they started this place is very much alive today. They were very forward thinkers on the educational side, and I think they would be very proud, particularly how the traditions are still valued, how the girls own them, and how it connects all the generations together.
St. Timothy's was founded by women with the idea to give young women the best education possible. As the world is changing, there are more and more opportunities within the STEM fields for everybody, including for women. And we think that it's very important that girls come out of high school with the confidence to be able to take on these sometimes daunting subjects and realize that they can be successful in them in their careers.
The IB is a holistic approach that's geared to prepare girls for an ever-changing future. We don't know what the jobs will look like or what skills are needed. What we do know is that if we teach them to think critically, to write clearly, to communicate clearly, that they will have a much better chance of being successful in a job force that is yet to be determined.
Very often, alumni of St. Tim's talk about their motto, truth without fear. I have found that that has been a North Star for me, both personally, spiritually, and professionally. Whether it's a boss, or a child, or a boyfriend, inevitably the ability to say it like it is will get you on the runway. That was a great gift from St. Tim's.
Mostly I heard about St. Timothy's because my family, cousins and aunts, went to St. Timothy's. And the thing that changed my life was a young woman who was fresh out of Smith College. She was only 4 years older than we were. She came and taught history of art. I'd never known anything so exciting before. I majored in history of art. I went to Italy on my junior year and I became a painter. That came from here. And I loved it dearly, but this is a different ballgame. This is real academic opportunities for young women.
All the junior classes visit New York for Winterim.
On Winterim, we got to hear lots of inspiring people talk. One of these women connected their interest in the digital media field with her interest in helping others. So this really inspired me to help others.
During Winterim, when we went to Washington, D.C., we visited the think tank which was focused on the Middle East conflict.
And this lady, who was an alumni from St. Tim's, told us about the whole background story to the Middle East conflict. And it was the first time someone actually explained the whole thing to us.
Randy asks me to do the Winterim because it's a way to show the girls what somebody's done with their lives who came here. I would do the lecture that I do all over the country to try to persuade people that it's important to make cities beautiful, that it changes the quality of people's lives. It's very exciting to watch these girls react to that.
I know I'm receiving an education that will help me with any path that I take in the future, but it's also very exciting to know that I'm a part of traditions and a community that has been around since the school started.
Brownie Spider is one of the greatest traditions of St. Tim's. Prior to you even coming to campus, you already know if you're a brownie or a spider. Once you come to campus and you hear the students participating in the cheers, singing traditionals, you realize that you've really reached something greater than yourself. You've joined a tradition that lasts long after your time here at St. Tim's.
Being a brownie means that we have the competitive spirit, but we know that it's not all about winning and that we can always look out for each other.
It doesn't mean having to be athletic. It more is about spirit and trying to get involved in different activities.
And even though we're rivals, we're always still together as a whole school.
You can come back as an alumni 50, 60 years from now and still be able to sing some of the same traditionals that young girls that are currently at St. Tim's continue to sing.
It's like you automatically have a connection.
One of the things that I love about being in a residential community is that it's not just about the academic program. It really gives us an opportunity to take a holistic approach, and that gives us a way to make sure that our girls are challenged and develop real passions. That's really what a St. Tim's education is about.
What I love most about the campus of St. Timothy's is that everywhere you go, you're seeing students interact with each other.
When you come to campus, you're immediately struck by the athletic facilities, you're struck by the academic facilities.
One of the gifts that we're given here at St. Timothy's School is this incredible place that we're in, to really have this opportunity in life, these 4, 3, or 2 years that students spend here, to be able to be in this landscape, to really explore oneself and get to know oneself. I think it's the greatest gift one could be given.
It's really beautiful, and I love soccer, and one of my favorite things is that I have a soccer field right outside my door.
It's not only the academics, but it's also the community, and the people are really nice and welcoming, even if you're a new student.
This campus has always been beautiful. I came here not long after they moved here from Catonsville. Mostly it was just Carter House. I used to love walking the lane, but I think it's much more beautiful now.
You may be Episcopal, or you may be Muslim, or you may be Hindu, or you may be Jewish. And so how do we open that up to everyone?
Spiritually, I was able to grow more in my faith, even though I was in an environment that did not necessarily practice the same faith as me.
That's what our chapel services are about. We want students to be challenged.
St. Tim's is a place that really promotes the values of truth, trust, and kindness. And those values are so important because it allows you to participate in education that is at a very high echelons, but allows you to also understand that it's not exclusive. It doesn't mean that you have to conform to this cookie cutter shape to be a St. Tim's student.
In math class in high school, lots of people focus on getting the right answer. But the life skill that you get from math class is problem solving, which IB has a very large focus on.
Communication is critical. Being illustrative is critical. Bringing mixed disciplines to an end result is important.
St. Tim's really values the whole person. It allows you to grow into who you are and to be proud of who you are and go out into the world with confidence. It has definitely been a huge motivating factor for me to really go out and speak my truth and to live in my truth.
Right from the beginning on, I felt like I was part of the St. Tim's community.
I would love to come to this school now. It's really very exciting.
You're never afraid to try something new.
The friendships I have made at St. Timothy's are friendships I will keep for my lifetime.
I often think of Miss Sally and Miss Polly as some of the most innovative education in the world's going on here. To have that and to know that the seeds that they planted allow that to happen, I think is extraordinary.